Yeah, it sure sounds like it would.
Yo, you know what
Yes.
sucks more?
A vacuum? Your
Your
mom?
mom?
No.
No, what
What's
sucks
what sucks
more
more?
is there's no sports. Sports are
Not
over.
really. Just
Sport
baseball and wrestling.
Sports are over. Dude, they canceled them. They're all over. They
Mm.
said we peaked. We're not gonna beat this. We're certainly not gonna beat the accusations.
You
And
know who did beat the allegations though?
who did beat the allegations? I'm
Trevor
ready to hear that
Bauer beat
somebody
the
beat the
Trevor
allegations.
Bauer beat the allegations.
Who?
A major league pitcher who's basically been blackballed from the league for the last 2 years. He got basically me too'd by some
Oh
who.
yeah, we talked about that.
So they dismissed all the charges from the main chick, and now a second one. They've now charged her with a felony, and she's facing 16 years for fraud.
Based. You love to see it.
So the allegations can indeed be beaten.
The allegations can. Hey, I love to hear it, man.
I mean,
I'm
not by
happy to hear
me,
it.
but somebody can beat them.
Oh, I mean,
Man, fucked up.
there are no allegations against me.
Is that right?
Yeah, not a single one. I dare you to find a single allegation against your boy.
Oh, I'll have 10 prepped for you by tomorrow.
Okay, that's great. Well, I hope you got something to prep for the show tonight, because we don't.
Did we talk about the AEW meltdown airing the CM Punk footage?
I don't think we did, so we can if you want to, as the kids say.
It's probably worth a mention.
Yeah, I think that we briefly mentioned it on the main show.
Yeah, we briefly mentioned that it aired, but I don't think we ever truly talked about what actually happened or kind of like the breakdown of it. So of course, as most people probably know, AEW in their infinite wisdom, right, said, all right, WWE just had literally the biggest WrestleMania of all time, right? Their biggest baby face in a long time is now champion. You know, everything's going great. So how do we make this about us? So they go, okay.
Do you know who the biggest baby face in AEW is right now?
I don't even know where to begin.
It's CM Punk. And he doesn't even work for him.
So in their infinite wisdom, they said, how do we make this about us? All right, let's air the security footage from the fight between CM Punk and Jungle Boy. Jake Perry?
Yeah, it's Luke Perry's kid, the actor.
Yeah. And they hyped it up, and Tony Schiavone was out there, right? And he was the one kind of presenting it, right?
Yeah, it was like an aside. So they did this little reveal. Now the way that they revealed it was interesting. So it was on Collision, I want to say it was, because Collision had been preempted by I don't know, might have been basketball or some bullshit.
Probably.
So the usual program was airing at like midnight or something crazy. Like it started at like 11:45 or almost midnight,
Mm-hmm.
and ran until well past 1 o'clock in the morning. And that's where they chose to announce that that the Young Bucks were going to be presenting the security cam footage from the incident at Wembley.
The incident at Wembley. That's
Which
such
for,
a
for people who don't know what we're talking about, this would of course be the culmination of the CM Punk grabbing Jungle Boy Jack Perry in a front face lock and choking him out because he defied everybody and chose to use real glass in a spot, and made a big scene about it and said, like, real glass, cry me a river. And he did. Punk cried him a river. He choked his ass out.
Base.
So
yeah, they showed the footage, and it was shocker, an absolute nothing burger that honestly kind of put Punk over in a company that he didn't even work for anymore.
Well, it all happened exactly the way Punk said that it happened when he was on that Ariel Helwani's show.
Mm-hmm.
He basically just laid it out. He's like, this is what happened. This is what happened backstage. The only way that helps AEW is if it showed like something that we didn't know before, like Jack Perry kicking Punk's ass and having to be separated from him or something like that.
Which would have been completely unbelievable, because
there's always been this theory that Punk can't really fight because he got his ass kicked so hard in UFC.
Right.
Which, I mean, y'all know I'm not the biggest Punk fan in the world. Like, I can't stand his fucking politics. He's a cringe atheist. But the dude can fight.
Sure.
And like, how many people who train their whole lives even get the chance to fight in the UFC? So he's in the top echelon of real world, like, actual tough guys.
Sure, I wouldn't cross him.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
No.
I might.
You might. Jub would.
Jub, oh my God. Jub would end that dude's career.
Well, many would say that Jubs have ended lots of careers.
Ooh, I wouldn't. Not tonight, at least.
By that, but
not tonight, at least. Anyway, yeah, no. It was
not too far from us. We could have been there and witnessed the meltdown live. Instead of doing last week's cast, we could have been in Charleston, West Virginia. Just a short drive from the White House.
I mean,
I don't want to give that company money, so.
But they were chanting CM Punk in the stands pretty much all night after they did that.
Despite the fact Dave Meltzer tried to say, oh no, they were totally booing him.
Yeah, they were booing all right, but they weren't booing Punk.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
Yeah, people were tweeting live footage from there, and the CM Punk chants were audible.
Yeah. Man, what a bag fumble. What an absolute Tony Khan bag fumble. But kind of his thing, you know?
Many such cases. They also had Will Ospreay take shots at Triple H. Because I think Triple H said on, I think, Pat's show that, like, he only wants wrestlers that are, committed to the grind.
Right.
In WWE.
Right.
And Will Ospreay took that as a shot at him.
Mm-hmm.
And he went out and said that the only reason why that guy was in charge of that company was because he was grinding on the boss's daughter.
Yeah, that joke would have made sense like 10, 15 years ago. I don't think that doesn't really carry the same weight anymore, you know?
Well, because Triple H is not a heel.
Well, that and because Triple H is, like, good.
Yeah, and that's like probably the biggest reason right now that the WWE is just as hot as a fucking firecracker.
Mm-hmm.
Is because it's not being run by an evil prick. Like there's not this, the company itself is not a heel like it has been for so long because whether you like Vince McMahon or not, I mean, he wanted to be a heel.
Sure. Right.
And he was a heel for a long time and a pretty good heel. But obviously, we talked about this before. He lost it.
Oh, yeah. He didn't have his fastball anymore.
He did not have his fastball, but he did have something real shitty under his. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Allegedly. Well, I haven't seen any pictures, nor do I really want to.
If the catcher put down the number 2, he knew what to throw.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
A lusty Argonian maid. What?
What?
I'm just doing a quest, and I got a book named that.
Well, that's
RuneScape.
Yeah, that's the bit from Skyrim, though, and I guess Oblivion and Morrowind as well. That's kind of cringe. Make up your own jokes, Jagex. Oh wait, they can't.
Very cringe.
RuneScape should hire us to write their quests.
So true.
So many are saying
they should just let us make all the lore.
Right.
We're gonna restart the lore.
Right. Anyways, yeah, AEW sucks.
Did anybody aside from me and Tony, so basically you, watch that Trick versus Mellow cage match?
Yes, I was talking about it.
Oh yeah?
I was talking about it in the chat. We were watching it together.
Is that right?
Oh my god. This is a bit.
It could be.
Okay. Anyways, that was a good match.
We feel pretty good about Trick Williams as NXT champion after next week.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because Ilya's going to the main roster.
I mean, that writes itself, essentially.
So I guess the big thing is, can Trick carry the ball? Because you got to figure Melo's gone too, right?
Yeah. Melo's
Yeah.
going to SmackDown.
He beat him twice in a row. He's done.
Yeah. I suppose so. How do we feel about people saying Cody's title reign sucks? Despite the fact that it's only been going for like a week.
Based and true.
Oh, what is this bit? What are you doing?
I've got my 1 point in the air right now.
Oh, jeez.
Which one? The
My
Roman
tribal,
one or the solo one?
our tribal chief, not Mr. like 0-32 in the last 6 months. That's claiming that says losing has consequences.
That's a good point.
Like,
I didn't actually think about that.
I do think like what they're cooking is great, but I don't know that Solo, having not won a match since he beat John Cena at the Royal Rumble, is the best person to be saying losing has consequences.
Wait, is that true?
Yes, he has not won a match since the Rumble.
There have been some no contests.
Yeah, were they all his fault though?
Does it matter?
I mean,
to the point of the tribal chief, does it matter? There's winning and losing.
Okay, this is true.
But there's a I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. It feels like the bloodline's going to split, and you're going to have two warring factions of it.
Right, Roman's bloodline versus the
100%.
Rock's bloodline.
Or at least until the Rock comes back, it's Roman and Solo.
Well, yeah, but I mean, obviously, this is all setting up for WrestleMania 41, Roman versus Rock. So
Yeah, or Rock versus Cody.
not Roman versus Rock.
Which one?
Well, that's
Well,
actually, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Roman Rock might actually be SummerSlam now that I think about it. I don't think we have to. I don't think we wait 2 years for Cody versus Rock.
I don't know that Rock or Roman will be back in 4 months.
Well, so you've got what coming soon right now? You've got the LA Knight and AJ Styles, and the winner of that gets a shot at Cody, right?
Right.
And I would also add that I don't know that the quote unquote bloodline civil war is a 4-month build. I think the build needs to be longer than that.
Survivor Series, maybe.
Maybe War Game. Well, I guess that's wherever War Games is. So.
Okay.
Well, they could do War Games at Survival Series, right?
That's what they've been doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I guess they can do it whenever they want. It wouldn't have to be War Games, though. Although it would be great if it was, I think. But even a traditional Survivor Series match, because if Rock is involved, it won't be a War Games match.
Why do you say that?
I think they gotta protect him a little bit to be able to drag those matches out as long as they do.
He can just be the last entrance.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
That literally gives him like 20 minutes of match before the Rock.
Yeah.
I'm just doing nothing. Yeah, that's a good point.
Wait, are you saying the Rock is soft and not in ring shape?
The Rock looked fucking great.
Yeah, I would say the Rock is much better than I expected.
I would agree with that.
This is exactly the kind of commentary I'd expect from a Cody crybaby such as yourself.
Wow.
Well, I acknowledge the one true tribal chief.
I said what I said. What can you do about it?
So, how about speak? So you said people are saying, I'm not one of those people, that Cody's title reign, after not even a full week, sucks.
Well,
yes,
I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a little bit of a element to this. A certain dividing circumstance causing people to say this.
I see.
Maybe some of these people, don't get quite as many tax breaks you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
And they saw something similar in our tribal chief. One's up in the air, and that was kind of a thing for them. But now that what's the good part of Atlanta called? Buckhead?
Tennessee.
Part of Atlanta that exists.
You know what I mean?
No, Buckhead's a fucking crack shop now. Cobb County.
Cody's a little Cobb County. And pretty much no matter what he does, he's going to remain a little Cobb County.
He is from Marietta.
Yeah, I got halfway through that metaphor and I remembered he's actually from Atlanta, and I was like, oh, good job, Taylor. So, you get what I'm saying here?
So who are they going to feed to him first? I got a hard time believing that it's going to be LA Knight.
I think it's Styles.
I think it's going to be Styles. I think he's going to get his win back over LA Knight, and it's going to be heel shit. Like, he's going to fuck him. I don't think he'll beat him clean 1, 2, 3 middle of the ring, anything like that. But
sure. Well,
I don't.
When the hell's LA going to get a title run? This is bullshit.
Well, they're certainly not going to give him Cody's title. So.
Well, no, but I mean, they haven't given him a title shot. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true.
I mean, he had a match against Roman.
Yeah, but that was. I mean, come on.
I think he was in a. Oh no, he wasn't in the triple or whatever for the U.S. title. I think he gets. I think he gets Logan's title.
You think they take it off Logan at some point and give it to him?
Yeah.
Well, or you've got the Intercontinental title, which is floating around on an interesting choice right now.
By the way, did I call that or did I call that?
The Gable heel turn was a great call.
Yeah. No, you know why it was great? Because nobody really saw it coming. It was like, oh, he's Wonder Bread, man. Nope.
Man, I kind of thought about that, though, when they were talking about the title shot and the way he shook his hand and all. He was a little bit of a heel snarl.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, maybe. But man, if we get Team Angle 2.0 with the Creed brothers turning heel, holy fuck.
That would be pretty cool. Because
wrestling machine trio.
Because we sent the Caden Cross and Retards of Destruction back down to developmental, right? So
Arion Crane and Authors of Pain.
The authors of Pillsbury or whatever.
The authors of mediocrity. So we need a new heel tag faction. I can see it.
We'll keep Starlet. Just send the rest of them away.
That's true. Gable's going to need a new valet with
so true.
Maxine being Maxine.
There should be some interesting story there with how do you think Otis is going to react to the heel turn?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
What about Tozawa?
Oh, my God.
My goat.
Maxine's going to be beside herself, but she's got Ivy Nile, so she'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Creed bros, though, if they turn heel, how does that affect Ivy Nile?
Right. A lot of angles here. Like a
how did you ever
this is
why WWE is on their shit right now, though. We're talking about an upper mid-card title heel turn that filters all the way down storyline wise to Maxine Dupree.
Yeah, right.
With all those branches on that storyline tree. It's such good shit. Man, I'm eating some of that pasta that I did in the pressure cooker. Good shit.
Yeah.
Are you doing the World Wakes?
I mean, I knew we didn't have anything aside from wrestling to talk about sports wise. So,
no, I'm.
Did anything happen?
Doing the same blessed. Football did not happen this week. No.
Yeah, there's some UFL, and I thought
J.K. Dobbins is a Charger now. How about that?
Who?
J.K. Dobbins of former Buckeye fame, formerly a Baltimore Raven.
No idea.
Are you just saying like random names?
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, the only Dobb I know is Josh Dobbs.
Megamind himself.
The greatest quarterback in Arizona Cardinal history.
Whoa. You're going to give him a big head about it.
Too soon.
How about Devonta Smith? He signed a big old beefy extension.
He did. Deserved
3 years, 75 milli.
Every penny. I don't actually know if that's true. He's just from Bama, so I gotta,
Ooh, there's like this whole article here that I just found about all the Bill Belichick fallout.
Oh yeah, how Kraft supposedly told Arthur Blank or whatever that Bill Belichick sucks and he shouldn't hire him, so that's why he didn't become a Falcon.
That's
so
brutal.
does that mean that there's 3 instances of Falcons and tampering now?
Is that tampering? I honestly don't know.
No, but it should be.
It's shitty.
It's fucking terrible. Yeah, so it says, Falcons execs dissuaded Arthur Blank from hiring him, and Robert Kraft played a major role in the process that ended up veering away from an overqualified candidate. Apparently, Belichick thought he was going to land the job as soon as the morning that Raheem Morris was named.
Wow. That's kind of fucked up, honestly. I mean, Bill Belichick's a legend.
Rich McKay, the CEO, and Terry Fontenot, the GM, did not want to work with Belichick. That's no surprise. They're mediocre. They both fucking suck.
See, this is what happens when you start and I'm not even going to say DEI or anything. I'm not going to be like that guy. But this is just what happens when you, a system gets so big that mediocrity starts to be acceptable. And in saying this, I mean, we're talking about the Falcons here, so this isn't really indicative of the whole NFL, but when you get to that, it's you get enough mass of mediocrity that they have a say in things, and they shouldn't, but they do.
Yeah, of course, these are Arthur Blank's 2 most trusted lieutenants.
Well, Arthur Blank, of course, the greatest coach in Fail Clown's history.
That's true. How many wins does he have again as a coach?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck, that'd be 0. He's never been on a football field except as an owner in his life.
Get his ass. Oh, I meant the coach. Yeah, no, sorry, I fucked that up. You know what I meant.
Oh yeah.
I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I got lost a little while back. I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, we're just we're just filling air here.
The fuck is that thing?
That's old boy.
Apparently, Magic Johnson pushed the Commanders to hire Belichick, but
oh, it's like a Guthix made out of bodies.
That's fucked up.
Fucked up. Ew. Where am I going?
Magic Johnson not have a lot of pull with the Commanders, apparently?
I guess not.
Huh.
Could not convince the GM and all that on the new owners to pull the trigger.
And
apparently Belichick never had any interest in the Chargers. So there you go.
I do not blame him.
He just couldn't get him to be positive on it, huh?
Well, Spanos, the owner, he's an idiot.
It's going for an AIDS joke, but okay.
Allegedly, he's an idiot.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, because I don't think it's alleged that Magic Johnson has AIDS.
There's no proof of that.
There is. I'm his doctor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got his charts right here. I can't say on stream exactly what it says, but I think you know.
Mm-hmm.
3 words.
So you know what we could do? And I would advocate for this. We should wrap up the sports show early.
Okay.
Because there's really not a whole lot else, unless you have something else that you can think about.
No.
You want to discuss some UFL? I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. But I was going to say...
I know you guys are very locked in Infernal Stars and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was about to... I think that's why. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. Just rambling at this point. Just yapping, as the kids would say.
Do we want to offer Tony Khan an unpaid internship with the Beefy Boys podcast?
I would, but I just don't like...
Counterpoint, here's the thing. I'll offer him a paid internship, as in he pays us.
Right.
To be on the podcast.
Well, what I was going to say is, like, I don't, because see, he's got a little bit of baggage at this point, right? And I don't really want that attached to our brand.
Right. But if he does want to give us, like, free money and, like, I guess front row Jaguars suite tickets,
right,
I'll accept them.
Like, if he did want to give us like half a billy or something, just for like just walking around money.
Right.
Well, he's big on Japan, so we could leverage the fact that Devin's been to Japan.
Right, and he has had sex with a Japanese woman.
A whore.
Well, we don't have to tell him that part.
Allegedly.
Well, we don't have to disclose that. That's not legally important. So.
Yeah.
But this would be a good chance to maybe get like the beefy international brand going, right? And we could have like Japanese correspondents who like commentate on like baseball and sumo.
Yeah,
I feel like there was a famous sumo wrestler I think that died recently. That I think it was the one that was on WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I think it was Akimoto.
I saw that from the WWE. Yeah. That's sad. Question mark? Yeah. It's always sad when someone dies, except like politicians or something.
It was Akimono. He was the one that the Big Show faced in a sumo match in WWE. Back in the day.
The Big Show.
He's a big old son of a bitch. 6'8", 514 pounds.
I know it would never happen, but if I heard that music, I would mark out. Not like Big Pop, right? But like, whoa, no way.
like Kingdom's playing and you shout "whoa" at
No, nowhere near Kingdoms. Nowhere near bro.
Wow,
I hear that,
wow.
dude, and I go ape shit, dude.
Look, all I know is you know the words to Big Show song, and you don't know the words to Kingdom.
I do know the words to Kingdom.
Just saying. Okay,
Adrenaline
in my soul. What are the rest of the words?
Every fight out of control, or something. Do it all again.
Adrenaline
in my soul.
Whoa, it's a big show.
I like the ones that I've seen on like 4chan and stuff where they're like making fun of it. It's like adrenaline in my soul is like something about Cody Rhodes beat racism or whatever. I don't know off the top of my head, but
so true.
Cody was a menace there in AEW. He had some people marking out. That's what I respect about Cody. He's a worker,
Yeah, he never stops working. So
my God. There's a guy here at Infernal Star, and he has 200 mil in everything except combat skills, which is kind of weird.
Ugh.
He has 200 mil in necromancy. How? Do you even know what a woman looks like?
To be fair, 200 million necromancy is AFKing at the ritual for
maybe a dead woman.
2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Huh?
a month. Huh?
Okay, well, we're gonna ponder on what
in necromancy. He might know what a dead woman looks like.
Okay. Well, we're gonna ponder on what Tim said, and we'll
what did he mean by this?
We'll be back Wednesday, and then we'll be back Thursday for that draft special where we will talk about how bad the draft picks are and possibly contemplate group suicide over how bad our teams are going to be next year.
Man, if we pick JJ McCarthy,
if they pick JJ McCarthy, you may hear the last of Tony ever.
Certainly a possibility.
Is it bad that I care more about the WWE draft than the NFL draft?
No, it's not, because I also care a lot about it. Anyway, all right, next week.